Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. We are finishing up this 6-game ladder series between BarrackS, the ASL regular, and Larva, the ASL champion. Right now, Larva does lead 3-2, so BarrackS at best is going to be able to tie that score. But definitely Larva has picked it up in the last 3 games, winning 3 in a row. Pretty close. So, like, honestly, that last game, very, very close. I felt like it could have gone either way. I think BarrackS did have the advantage for a little bit, but ended up not working out. You know, Larva very good at punishing people, knowing kind of what his win conditions are and how to pull it off. Definitely a very clutch Lurker Dark Swarm into the natural of BarrackS, helping him to pull that last map. Anyways, we are on Neo Sylphid, a great 3-player map, and we'll see how they want to open up here. Looks like it is just going to be a walled expansion here, coming from BarrackS, and then from Larva, I would imagine it's just going to be like a 2-hatchery mutaplay. Generally, that is the best. Either way, thank you very much for watching ArtosisCasts. I hope that you have enjoyed this little series. Kind of a fun one to add in, Terran vs. Zerg. We've been doing mostly Protoss vs. Zerg ones that have been amazing, but I think this has been a very good one as well, and a lot of learning moments in there. Yeah, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. Please do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button. You know, ArtosisCasts, I continue to try to improve, and really, I mean, a lot of my plans are just to keep this channel going forever, basically. Like, you know, I don't know. I'm so happy with the amount and variety of content that we're getting on here. I actually have a little bit of different stuff that's going to be coming up pretty soon as well. And yeah, it's just, I love having the endless replays to go through and various matches being played still. It's great, and I get to learn while I do it as well. Pretty awesome. Anyways, yeah, the game is kind of picking up a little bit. Well, I say that the spawning pool is not even done, but we at least see what the build orders are, right? Hatchery first into that 2-hatch muta most likely. And then for BarrackS, he's just going to do this wall. This is all Zergling tight, so it just leaves this gap up here. This is a very common wall at this position. You know, it's strong. It makes it so you don't have to make a bunker. You know, walls in general are really, really good, but the funny thing about these walls is 4-pool kills them like 95% plus of the time, maybe. It's pretty rare that a 4-pool won't kill you if you're walling. So we actually see, like, 4-pool is a legitimate build in like ASL, for instance. Like, I mean, you can do it on the ladder, but it's just like flipping coins, right? It's like you don't know the guy you're playing against. You don't know if he's going to wall. But the amount of optimizations that happen for pros, like, if you don't do this, mass ling becomes a problem. And you have to build a bunker, and the bunker really slows your build down. So, and even with the bunker, if they go mass ling hard enough, they might break it, right? So there's like a lot of different things going on where you're like, well, I just want a wall because that could force the 4-pool. I mean, well, that, I didn't say that right. Well, may as well wall, and then because of that, you might see a 4-pool come out, and the 4-pool generally ends up winning against the wall. It's just the timing of it, right? Like, the BarrackS isn't done, the second depot probably not started, and yeah, they'll just knock you down very, very quickly there. I think I've seen maybe 1 hold in ASL against it, but yeah. Anyways, enough talk about that. We actually have some Marines out on the map, but there's 6-lings. The 6-lings should be able to kill the 4 Marines. Yeah, watch. Here we go. And you can see BarrackS trying to pull back. Pulls back to another Marine that's coming in. He's just trying to trade as best he can. Those 2 Marines weren't going to kill anything, really, but since he's running back to his rallies, he does end up clearing, and he actually saves, like, I think 1 of the initial Marines. Yeah, 1 of them. So, I mean, pretty good micro. And he has the wall, so, you know, he's going to be fine. Like, you can overcommit on those. It is a 2-racks Academy rush as well, building plenty of Marines here, and he did force some more lings, so already doing a little bit of economic damage because of that. Spire is coming in, of course, as we expected. And, ooh, that was actually a good dive. He actually killed like 3 Marines there with his remaining lings. That is very, very powerful. Really well done. They were damaged, those ones in the front. And Larva, you got to remember, you have to actually click on things to see the health or just remember how much health they have. So that's some very quick decision making and very precise micro there from Larva, killing those front Marines. It's a great trade because as the medics come out, they become full value again. So really, really well done. Third base on location. That's something we've seen from Larva already in this series. So does he want to go for like heavier speedlings to block this? He already has mutas started. It's only 4. And there's the counterattack. Do you turn around? I don't think you can. Like, see, these counterattacks from Larva are doing so well. Remember one of the previous games here, we saw Larva delay the eBay quite a bit. Here, he hasn't done that yet. Looks like he's thinking about it, but the eBay being built in a location where he can't do it. He is doing some harassment, lots of lost mining time, kills some units as well, really worthwhile. But this attack from BarrackS, really dangerous looking. He only has 4 mutas here. There could be some serious damage. 4 mutas don't deal with 4 Marines that well. All right, the 5th muta comes out. He will jump on top of them, and he's going to lose a couple mutas here at least. In fact, he's going to lose a 3rd muta. I can't even believe that. Dude, that is really well done. So the counter harassment of the Lings did well, but definitely that Marine attack, you feel like you're ahead. The fact that you killed, like, I think he got a drone, and then he killed like 3 mutas with it, and that slows the mutas flying across the map so your turrets can be later. When you add all that up, that's definitely plus for BarrackS. Like, he definitely took that better than Larva did. So, too bad, because if Larva had like 1 sunken or 2 more mutas to start, well, obviously you can't have everything, man. You know, that would have been an easy hold. So, a very good attack there from BarrackS. Really ends up paying off for him. Mutas being microed against this wall. That turret's not up yet. It will help to defend the wall a little bit as it comes up. You do have to repair it, though. It's taken a lot of glaives so far. Only 5 mutas, so it's not that dangerous of a number. He is getting that plus attack. No additional macro hatch here, by the way. Look at this. 1 Marine randomly is down here. I don't know how that got there. I didn't see it. Larva didn't see it. He is going to bring his mutas back to clear it. You don't want to lose a drone to that. That would be so painful. And yeah, I mean, the factory's on the way. It's like about as late as it can be without feeling like you're behind. The third base is getting the gas here for Larva as well. More overlords and mutas popping and getting that 3rd gas going. So this is kind of like both of them have done some damage to each other. And both of them are just kind of recovering right now, right? Like they're adding production, they're adding their workers, they're getting some upgrades. And that's just kind of the way it's got to be. Like both of them had so little left. It was like a tiny group of Marines and 5 mutas left. And they both have some defense. So it's like, okay, well, I guess we just sit here for a moment and rebuild. So they're both getting into that position where they feel like they can actually get back in there and scuffle a bit more. Larva building that mutalist count. He does have some more flying across the map, so he's going to have that full group of 11, which is super powerful. Meanwhile, he's also getting the Lurker upgrade. So he's going to get those Lurkers. He has the Queen's Nest just started, and it's a double starport play here from BarrackS. He could have gone... I feel like he could have gone Siege Tank this game. That Queen's Nest is slightly late, but he might not have the timing on that perfectly. So anyways, he's getting a very powerful amount of Marines. He's going to have that +1 attack. We are going to have +1 attack for the Mutalisks as well. In fact, maybe even a couple seconds before the +1 on Marines. So that is going to be nice. Ooh, loses a Muta really kind of for no reason there. Maybe a bit of miss micro from Larva, but he is killing. Ooh, that was a good pullback. That was an excellent pullback. Larva was going for those 2 Marines because they were too far out of position. But some good micro there from BarrackS. Now... the Marines trying to pressure the 3rd base, it looks like. The Muta's slowing them down. He's going to have to morph this Lurker egg there. The Lurker upgrade almost done. He's got to use the Mutas to slow this a little bit. And it looks like BarrackS will just stop here. He's waiting for some reinforcements. It's a good move. You do not want to be pushing too hard with a small group because the Mutas can knock it out, and then you can... the game can get out of control really quickly. If you lose too much of your bio... they will Lurker contain you. And if you're going to starport like this, you will lose the game because of that. Oh my God, it's Valkyries. I actually had not realized. We'll see how that works out for him, but he's coming up the ramp right now. The Lurkers did not morph on the ramp, but I think Larva meant that. I think he did it exactly how he wanted, actually. And in fact, gets that burrow down. Larva's trying to kill it. He gets 1 Lurker, but he's going to end up losing his entire army for that Lurker. Beautiful hold here from Larva. I think a lot of players would have morphed the Lurkers here to block movement, but instead he morphed them back here so that the Marines would be bottled and would not have... If you burrowed him here, he would have killed both of them with that arc. But he was out of range, so not as many were firing. There's like a Marine here and some here firing. So he just used the mutas to slow them coming up the ramp. It was like tactically perfectly done. Now, here come those Lurkers I was talking about. Again, if you lose too many, they'll try a Lurker contain. It's not going to work this time. He has reduced that count a lot. The 2 Valkyries are out pushing these mutas back. And with only 1 Lurker here, you're going to be fine. But honestly, if they get 5, 6 Lurkers here, you're going to be in terrible trouble. Now, we actually see ship weapons on the way. This is a little bit of an older build. It's, well, by older, I mean, it was popular in like earlier 2023. And yeah, I guess we'll see if this is a build that's going to work against Larva, honestly, going for that quick +1. He is going for some siege tanks. You can see these Lurkers starting to poke in though. And actually GG gets called. I'm not too surprised about the GG. Like I said before, if you waste, like this is very meta right now, is if you overcommit your Marines, Zerg just makes extra Lurkers and just pushes them over. And you can see like the infestation pit here. I mean, infestation pit, sorry guys. My mind is split between a lot of RTSs at the moment. The Defiler Mound, like it's a little bit later than normal. And then you get this push in, and because they didn't go siege tank and they're trying to go vessels and they have a small Marine count, this just kills them. When you have this many, you can't really make Marines and kill it. They get in too far. They either get in an arc that you can't split against, or they get too close and kill your economy. So Larva is going to end up taking this down 4-2 over BarrackS. I bet a lot of you thought after BarrackS was up 2-0 at the beginning that it was going to go to him. But Larva ends up taking it. Really fantastic play out of him. Feel like he really got his stride in there. Hope that you guys enjoyed this series, and thanks for watching.